plan one series or depending on the series went?
Yeah, like, I mean, I know there's a plan to play, and then we adjust as the game goes. So when you all ask how long they're playing, when they're playing, I really can't tell you until during the game. So it was a good series. You know, Darren had a few catches, efficient, but it was one series here. So.
What did you take of the penalties in your defense in that first quarter?
Yeah, not good. Yeah, I mean, penalties usually continue drives. So.
Just like the nature of the penalties, or
well,
both sides.
Yeah, I mean those pre-snap and post-snap ones are the ones you want to try to avoid. You're going to have penalties in this game. You're going to have physical penalties where things happen, a hold or something like that. But any pre-snap stuff where you can control it, or post-snap stuff, you know, those are the ones you try to fix. So I think we had quite a bit of penalties today. Usually that's what it is early on, but we still certainly don't want those.
You got Darren. Remember, everyone was sort of asking you about what can he do, what are you expecting from him, and you kind of stopped short. You just wanted to get him in the building, get your hands on him, put him in the offense, and then you decide what you could do once you actually saw him. Now that you've had him from camp, you've seen him out here in the game, has anything specifically surprised you with him?
No, I think we're making progress. We've made progress from where we started to where we're at now. He's been out there, he's been dependable, he's been available. So we've gotten a lot of work with Daniel, with Darren. And we'll just try to keep on grinding away with that.
Hyatt had a couple of catches that went for negative yards, had the drop, and then caught the touchdown. What does that tell you about him, and what did you like of that?
Yeah, what I like, we had that drop, and Kafka dialed it up the very next play where we thought the ball would go, and he made the play. So good next play mentality, positive approach. And again, much like all the other rookies, we're just still chopping wood here.
How important was it to get that next play right to him?
It was good, it's touchdown. Yeah, I mean, that's what you want to try to do, particularly with young guys. If there's going to be bad plays, so to kind of encourage that next play mentality, it's particularly I would say in these preseason games, it's good if you can go right back to them. If the coverage is what it is and the quarterback's supposed to throw it there, you don't want to force it. But that was planned. He had that drop, and then we went right back to him, and he made a nice play.
Nice to see Shep get a catch, I guess.
Yeah. I kept asking him how he's doing, because I think he was at about 12 snaps right before the 2-minute, so wanted to be around 15 with him. But he's such a good teammate and such a competitor. But I was always checking with him. How's he doing on the sideline? And are you good to go? And he's as competitive as always.
Did he say anything when he came off the field after that catch?
No, he's ready. He gets excited. Yeah, business as usual.
He got a little hit after that catch, what I mean? Which is
no, it's good. I mean, when you're coming back from that, and the history that he's had the last couple of years, so it was good for him.
How impressive is what he's kind of done? I mean, those are two really
Shep?
serious.
Yeah.
Back-to-back skill position player to come back.
Yeah, good question. Yeah, it's. You have such empathy for the players in this game because there's always nicks and bruises, but then there's injuries, and some of them are bad. Some of them are long recovering injuries, and you don't really get to see behind the scenes of the work ethic that they put in, the grind, how hard it is to come back from one of those and then another one, and you're out there by yourself and you're meeting with the trainers and you're kind of away from the team, and then you come back and you start slowly integrating. It'd be a great question, obviously, for him. Coming back from stuff like that and having to play again, there's probably some, mental block in an athlete's head. But yeah, no, he's looked good, and I think a credit is to him, but I'd say a credit is to our medical department, Ronnie Barnes and Lee Weiss and all of our trainers, our sports science, because he is a guy that wants to just go. And as a coach, you always want the guys to go, but I think that our our medical team, from the physicians to the trainers to the sports science, they've done a fantastic job all camp of really managing the players the way they think each player needed to be managed. And each of them were, I'd say, individual cases. It's not just one size fits all with that stuff.